Have you ever wondered whether traveling after the age of 70 is truly safe? If you think that only young people can enjoy trips exploring the world, you are wrong. Traveling is an essential part of life for many people, and for seniors, it's an opportunity to create beautiful memories and experience new things. However, when we reach the age of 70, trips are no longer as simple as they used to be. Many risks can arise, from health issues and infections to financial risks and scams that many seniors do not anticipate. In this video, I will share with you the 5 main risks that seniors often encounter when traveling after the age of 70 and how to effectively prevent them. The last point will help you improve both your finances and health for long trips. Specifically, I will share some tips to help you have a safe, enjoyable trip without worrying about risks. So, are you ready to step into the world of safe travel, filled with new experiences? Let's explore the important information right here to make sure you are always prepared and confident for every trip you take. But before we begin, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any upcoming videos about travel, health, and helpful tips to help you enjoy life to the fullest. Leave a comment below the video and share your stories about memorable trips or advice that you have found useful. We truly appreciate your support and your shares. Part 1: Health risks and medical emergencies when traveling after 70. According to a study published in the American Journal of Public Health, seniors are at a 52% higher risk of encountering serious medical conditions while traveling compared to younger people, and these conditions can have a significant impact on their lives. This is the first and most important issue for seniors when traveling after the age of 70. Our bodies undergo significant changes in health, from a weaker immune system, slower recovery, to an increase in chronic conditions such as high blood pressure, heart disease, diabetes, and respiratory problems. This makes traveling a real challenge if not properly prepared for. Dealing with medical emergencies can become a major issue, especially when we are in an unfamiliar location where the healthcare system is not familiar. When at home or traveling within our own country, healthcare is usually quick and simple. However, one thing many seniors often encounter when traveling internationally is the difficulty of receiving health treatment in other countries, which can cause problems. This worsens the relaxation experience for seniors. Let's listen to the story of Joe's, a 75-year-old man who is a typical example. He and his wife decided to take a 7-day cruise, but on the 4th day, Joe suddenly experienced severe chest pain. The ship's doctors could only provide basic care, and because the ship was in the middle of the ocean, he had to wait for medical assistance from the shore for several hours, which led to a life-threatening situation. His trip turned into a nightmare instead of a dream vacation. This was a terrible experience because I had not really prepared carefully and was overly eager to go, being too complacent about my underlying health issues, said Joe. If you encounter a medical emergency, the first thing to do is remain calm and contact local medical services or your travel insurance. It is very important to always have the embassy phone number or medical agencies available at your travel destination. If possible, use emergency assistance services from insurance companies to get transported to the nearest hospital. Have you ever thought that travel, which should be fun, could turn into a nightmare? if you are not prepared. Here, I will show you simple tips to prevent this, to avoid medical emergencies. Seniors should consult with a doctor before traveling. To get a general health checkup, make sure that you have comprehensive travel insurance, including emergency transportation. Additionally, carrying enough medications and taking preventive measures, such as avoiding unfamiliar foods or unsafe water, is also very important. Health should always be the top priority when traveling, especially for seniors. Be proactive in preparing, rather than facing an emergency situation without the necessary preparation. Have you ever experienced an unexpected health situation while traveling? What did you do to handle that situation? In the next part, I will share with you another important factor that we often overlook: exposure to infections and health risks when traveling. When traveling, seniors are more likely to encounter infections, from common flu viruses to serious infections such as pneumonia, hepatitis, or foodborne illnesses. The immune system of seniors is weaker, making it harder for them to fight off unfamiliar bacteria and viruses when traveling. If an elderly person contracts a foreign virus and their body doesn't have enough resistance, it's not a small issue. For younger people, these things are just a minor inconvenience because their immune system is always stronger than that of the elderly. The younger body has the ability to produce a strong immune response to fight off unfamiliar viruses, so recovery is quick, according to a report by the World Health Organization. Seniors have poorer resistance to diseases and are more susceptible to gastrointestinal infections, pneumonia, flu, and respiratory-related diseases, especially when exposed to unclean environments or sudden changes in climate. As we age, our bodies naturally become weaker, and the ability to produce immunity against viruses also declines. Fighting off viruses becomes a real challenge. At this point, supplements or medication are used to block these viruses, but they are only temporary solutions and cannot fully improve the situation. Airplanes and airports, in particular, are ideal breeding grounds for viruses to thrive, as many people from different countries are gathered in one place. Some are infected, while others are not. Do you really think the air at the airport is clean? People sit close together, and many do not wear masks while talking, making it easy for bacteria to spread from one person to another. Additionally, disease-causing bacteria can also linger on the seats, from the lounge to the drinking water and restrooms. These are truly ideal places for bacteria to thrive. Let me share Lina's story to help you understand the importance of maintaining good health. Linda, a 78-year-old woman, suffered from food poisoning during a trip to Europe. The dizziness, nausea, and prolonged diarrhea caused her to be hospitalized and cancel the remaining travel plans. Fortunately, the healthcare system at that airport was very professional, and she was promptly taken for emergency treatment. This not only affected her health, but also disrupted her trip and led to a terrible experience. If you found yourself in a situation like Linda's, how would you handle it? Let me know in the comments below. Here, I will suggest a few steps you can take in such a situation. Timely treatment. When experiencing symptoms of infection, you should immediately contact a doctor for prompt treatment. Avoid taking medication without a doctor's guidance. Care and recovery. After treatment, you need to rest adequately to allow your body to recover, especially with severe infections. It's important to follow the doctor's instructions. Prevention tips. Wash hands frequently. This is a simple but extremely effective measure to reduce the risk of infection. Always wash your hands after touching public surfaces, using the restroom, and before eating. Choose safe food. Avoid eating raw or undercooked food. Only drink bottled or filtered water to prevent the risk of gastrointestinal infections. Carry preventive medication. Bring basic medications such as antibiotics, digestive medications, and flu remedies to prepare for any illnesses during your trip. Maintaining personal hygiene, choosing safe food, and carrying medical supplies are key steps for seniors to avoid infections while traveling. Have you ever encountered health issues due to food while traveling? Do you have any tips to protect your health when traveling? 3. Fatigue and difficulty recovering after a trip. For seniors, recovery after a trip can take longer compared to younger individuals. Long flights, time zone changes, and a packed schedule can leave the body exhausted, and it sometimes takes several days or even weeks to fully recover, according to a study from the American Geriatrics Society. Seniors need at least twice as much time to recover from a long trip compared to younger people. This can diminish the travel experience and cause unnecessary stress. Traveling is meant for relaxation, rejuvenation, and health, not a race. So make sure you are in good health and confident in your ability to travel long distances without the fear of illness. Don't let negative situations happen to you or those around you. The story I once helped with while guiding a tour group is a lesson that will help you avoid unpleasant situations. Mr. Richard, 75, after a 10-hour flight and a packed sightseeing schedule, felt extremely fatigued. We decided to give the group a break and postpone the trip to allow him time to recover. But even after resting, he still had difficulty regaining his strength, and the trip no longer felt like a joy, but became a burden. So, if you were in Mr. Richard's shoes, how would you feel knowing that your condition affected the entire group? I think this will be a lesson for many, but don't worry. Here, I will share some ways to improve and prepare before traveling. Get adequate rest. Make sure you have enough rest between trips and avoid overexerting yourself. If you feel tired, slow down and take frequent breaks. Do recovery exercises. Gentle exercises such as walking, yoga, or breathing exercises can help your body recover quickly. Choose a reasonable schedule. Avoid long trips or packed schedules. Allow time for rest in between sightseeing activities. Follow a healthy diet. Ensure you get enough nutrition and vitamins to give your body the energy needed for long trips. Maintaining a reasonable travel schedule, not too stressful, and protecting your health will help seniors recover quickly and fully enjoy the trip. When you feel relaxed and full of energy, your quality of life and life expectancy will also improve. Have you ever felt fatigued and had difficulty recovering after a long trip? What do you do to help your body recover quickly? If you're still here watching, for more great tips from us, don't forget to leave any questions in the comments below, so I know you've been on this journey with us. If you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend subscribing and turning on notifications so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue to create useful content to inform and inspire you. 4. Risk of falls and injuries. The risk of falls and injuries is a major threat to seniors when traveling, especially when moving in unfamiliar areas with uneven terrain. One undeniable fact is that the bones and joints of the elderly are weaker than those of younger individuals. As calcium decreases, bones become less sturdy. Many people can suffer severe consequences from even a slight fall, leading to long-term bed rest. As we age, traveling to mountainous or hilly areas where climbing is necessary can feel like a real ordeal. When you see others hiking to reach high viewpoints, you might find yourself unable to keep up. Difficult terrain increases the risk of falls for seniors. However, this does not diminish the adventurous spirit of an elderly person passionate about travel. Let's hear this story, and let me know if you think it's a burden or just an unfortunate incident. Ms. Linda, on her trip to Italy, was so captivated by the beautiful scenery and curious about seeing the best views that she went ahead of the group. Unfortunately, she fell and fractured her hip while walking on steep cobblestone streets. The fall required her to be hospitalized and caused her to cancel the rest of the trip, spending months recovering. After Ms. Linda's fall, her entire family had to postpone their trip to care for her, spending nearly a month at the hospital. Despite her fall, she remained hopeful that one day she would recover and continue conquering new travel adventures. I advise you to prepare for the worst-case scenario when going on trips. Timely medical care. If you fall, do not try to get up immediately. Ask for help and contact emergency services if necessary. Treatment and recovery. Early treatment and proper recovery are crucial to avoid complications after an injury. Choosing safe destinations. Avoid locations with rough terrain or those lacking facilities that support seniors. Using mobility aids. Bring a cane or walker when necessary to maintain balance and minimize the risk of falling. Wearing safe footwear. Choose soft-soled, non-slip shoes that are easy to walk in to reduce the risk of injury. Being cautious when choosing destinations and using mobility aids will help seniors minimize the risk of falling while traveling. Have you ever encountered a fall while traveling? What do you do to protect yourself from this risk? Now, we come to the final point, which I believe everyone fears, but I am confident that, after this section, it will help you prepare and equip yourself with the best tools for your journey. 5. Financial risks and scams when traveling. Financial risk, including unforeseen medical costs, trip cancellations, and scams, are a major concern for seniors when traveling. After a lifetime of work, saving money to enjoy life in old age, traveling can turn into a challenge for seniors. Not only do they have to worry about flight tickets, hotel accommodations, and daily living expenses while traveling, but the unexpected healthcare costs while traveling can give you a headache and cause you to lose control. Travel expenses are one thing, but have you considered how expensive medical care abroad could be? If you don't have health insurance in that country, if you don't plan for potential risks, you could be burdened with huge costs if something goes wrong. Moreover, when traveling, you've already purchased your tickets, but if you can't continue your trip due to health issues, will you be able to get a refund for the tickets? Many travel companies, airlines, and hotels have strict policies that do not allow refunds for last-minute cancellations. This means that seniors could lose thousands of dollars for expenses already booked. Be cautious when choosing reputable companies so that you can handle and recover funds in case your schedule changes. But there's something even worse than the two situations I've shared with you. Scammers, wherever you are, in any country or region, when traveling, Scammers are always around us, particularly when seniors travel without their children or relatives. It becomes a prime opportunity for scammers in airports or shopping malls. Avoid accepting drinks from strangers or standing too close to others. Scammers always have ways to hypnotize you when you are near them. Just a fragrance or a slight touch should make you cautious. Scams are very difficult to detect now, and the setup of these scams is becoming more sophisticated, making it easier for seniors to fall victim to them and let their guard down. I will share a real story that was told to me by the victim. Ms. Alice, 76, was scammed when she booked an online hotel room for a vacation on a tropical island. She fully paid for services, including meals, lodging, and transportation, costing nearly $3,000 for a 5-day stay. However, when she arrived, she found that the hotel did not exist. She called the support staff listed on the website she booked through, but no one answered the phone. At that moment, she realized she had been scammed and had to pay extra for another hotel. This caused her to exceed her initial budget. Her dream trip turned into a financial nightmare, as she had to contact her family for additional financial support for the following days. If you found yourself in a situation like Ms. Alice's, how would you handle it? Share your thoughts with me in the comments so we can discuss this issue. But here, I will still offer you some tips on how to handle such situations before it's too late. Check services before booking. Before booking a room or tour, research reviews and information from people who have used the service. Ensure comprehensive travel insurance. Make sure you have travel insurance that protects you from emergencies, such as trip cancellations, lost luggage, or scams. Be careful with online transactions. Avoid booking travel services from unreliable websites or deals that seem too cheap. Manage your finances carefully. Avoid carrying too much cash, and use credit or debit cards with fraud protection. Managing finances and choosing reputable services will help you avoid scams and ensure financial security while traveling. Now, we have covered all 5 sections. Let me summarize the key points you should take away, especially the final one, which is the most important factor to consider when traveling internationally. Section 1. Health risks for which you need to prepare in advance and get a full health check before traveling. Section 2. The risk of infectious diseases through viruses. You should prepare basic medical supplies like masks and hand sanitizer to ensure safety in public places. Section 3. Functional recovery for seniors. I recommend providing adequate nutrition and vitamins to ensure recovery from unnecessary injuries. To help you recover quickly, we have specific videos on health care, so don't forget to subscribe to the channel for daily health tips. Section 4. The risk of falls. In this section, I encourage you to practice regular exercise at home to strengthen your legs for long trips and climbing. I have a video on foods and vitamins that help keep your legs healthy, and I will link it in the comments below for you. Section 5. Financial matters when traveling. You should prepare extra money and plan for the worst-case scenarios. Stay away from scammers or individuals who you feel uncomfortable with or don't trust. Be sure to check the credibility of online ticket booking websites before making a purchase. Traveling after the age of 70 can be a wonderful experience, but it also carries many risks if not well prepared. Health risks, infections, fatigue, falls, and financial issues can all affect your trip. However, with proper preparation and caution, seniors can enjoy safe and fulfilling trips. If you found this article helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any other useful videos about travel and health for seniors. Please share your story in the comments. We look forward to receiving your feedback.